I saw in a newspaper headline recently, said 10 youths jailed for possession of narcotics. Well, I didn't read the story because that headline told the whole story about drugs. Here's a poem I wrote about drugs. Could there be ruined regions of the mind where reason didn't reach to draw the line? Where the brain was pounded by some drug, gave in till a hole was finally dug? And who can know on what part is that hole? And who can say what that does to the soul? Well, not only the soul, my friend, but how about the body? Boy, it can take a beating in a lot of different ways. From the drug itself, if it's not used properly, or from the law, if the laws are abused, there's a heavy penalty that has to be paid. And believe me, jail ain't worth it. It just ain't worth it. And did you know that if you're caught carrying drugs in your car, that they can confiscate your car and sell it at public auction? I don't know who made that law, but that's one of the laws. Well, all of us, though young and old, should study the changes that have come about in our land, for changes must come. That's the whole process of life. And in a time of change, there comes distorted images and uncertain values. And we all must search. We must search for what is truth. The old man turned off the radio, said, where did all of the old songs go? Kids sure play funny music these days, play it in the strangest ways. He said, it seemed to me like they've all gone wild. It was peaceful back when I was a child. Well, man, could it be that the girls and boys trying to be heard above your noise, and the lonely voice of youth cries, what is truth? The little boy of 3 sitting on the floor looks up and says, Daddy, what is war? Son, that's when people fight and die. Little boy of 3 says, Daddy, why? Young man of 17 in Sunday school, being taught the golden rule. And by the time another year's gone around, it may be his turn to lay his life down. Can you blame the voice of youth for asking, what is truth? Young man sitting on a witness stand, man with the book says, raise your hand. Repeat after me, I solemnly swear. Judge looks down at his long hair. And although the young man solemnly swore, nobody seemed to hear anymore. And it didn't really matter if the truth was there. It was the cut of his clothes and the length of his hair. And the lonely voice of youth cries, what is truth? A young girl dancing to the latest beat found new ways to move her feet. Young man speaking in the city square, trying to tell somebody that he cares. Yeah, the ones that you're calling wild, gonna be the leaders in a little while. This old world's waking to a newborn day, and I solemnly swear it'll be their way. You better help that voice of youth find what is truth. And the lonely voice of youth cries, what is truth?